Hi, it's Panda Movies here. Today I'm going to explain the Korean horror movie called I Saw the Devil. Warning, there are spoilers ahead. Enjoy the video. A pregnant woman named Jang Joo-yun is approached by a school bus driver named Jang Kyung-chul, who offers to mend her flat tire. Kyung-chul dismembers Joo-yun in his home after beating her unconscious, and while doing so, Joo-ring falls. Kyung-chul disregards it, scattering the body parts in a nearby brook. When a boy discovers one of Joo-yun's, the police arrive in force, led by Section Chief Oh and Squad Chief Jang, Joo-yun's father, to undertake a search. Kim Soo-hyun, the victim's fiancé and a National Intelligence Service agent, is also present and vows to avenge the murderer. Soo-hyun learns about the four suspects from Squad Chief Jang and tortures and interrogates two of them personally. Upon searching the home of Kyung-chul, the third suspect, Soo-hyun finds Joo-yun's engagement ring, proving that Kyung-chul was the perpetrator. Kyung-chul invites a schoolgirl home and sexually attacks her a short time later. He is knocked out by Soo-hyun. Soo-hyun decides to put a GPS tracker down Kyung-chul's instead of killing him and being done with it. This allows him to observe Kyung whereabouts Chul's in real time and listen in on his talks. When Kyung-chul wakes up hurt, he wanders down the street and is offered a ride by a cab that already has one customer. When he gets in, he correctly guesses that the driver and passenger are two bandits, planning to loot and murder him. One of them is Soo-hyun's Hyun's fourth suspect, and he shoots them both. He then discovers the body of the genuine taxi driver in the trunk. All three bodies are thrown away, and Kyung-chul goes to a tiny village where he sexually abuses a nurse. Soo-hyun arrives to subdue him, slices his Achilles tendon, and then releases him. Kyung-chul pays a visit to his pal Tae-ju, a cannibal and murderer. Following his explanation of his condition to Tae-ju, the latter speculates that whoever is chasing him must be a member of one of his victims. After recalling Joo engagement Yun's ring, which Soo-hyun had placed on before attacking him previously, Kyung-chul deduces Soo-hyun. Soo-hyun arrives and puts both killers, as well as Tae-ju's Se-jung, to sleep. Tae-ju and Se-jung are detained and taken to the hospital the next day. Soo-hyun's subordinate arranges for Soo-hyun and Kyung-chul to elude the cops and receive medical treatment at a separate clinic. Kyung-chul, who is barely conscious, overhears Soo-hyun and the subordinate discussing the transmitter. Soo-hyun re-releases Kyung-chul, but the latter outwits him by slashing a pharmacist's throat while stealing laxatives, which he then uses to remove the transmitter, which he then puts on a truck driver who he severely assaults. Soo-hyun goes inside Tae Hospital Ju's room to question him, only to discover too late that Kyung-chul is after Squad Chief Jang and his other daughter Jang Se-yun. He snaps Tae-ja, Ju's enraged. When Kyung-chul comes at Jang's house, he severely assaults him with a dumbbell before killing him. Soon after, Kyung-chul surrenders to the police in an attempt to avert Soo-hyun's. Soo-hyun, on the other hand, drives by and kidnaps Kyung-chul right in front of the cops. Soo-hyun tortures him in the prior warehouse, placing him beneath the improvised guillotine and leaving him with a rope between his jaws to keep the blade from falling. Despite his mockery of Soo-hyun, Kyung-chul becomes concerned when he discovers that his son and elderly parents, whom he had abandoned some years ago, have come to pay him a visit. Despite his hushed cries, his family opens the door, which activates another device put up by Soo-hyun, which lowers the blade and savagely beheads Kyung-chul in front of his family. With Kyung-chul finally dead, Soo-hyun, who is listening through the transmitter some distance away, emotionally breaks down and begins crying in the street as he slowly walks away.